Thursday, May 15th, 2014, and you are listening to the NintendoFuse podcast. Today is very special. This is our 100th episode special. Yes! 100 episodes! So today, very special day. We are joined by Steve.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Greg is here as well.
Hey guys.
And Barry.
Hey guys.
So the four of us are here for the 100th episode special. We got a lot to talk about, but first things first, just thank you everybody. Seriously, like 100 episodes, that's just insane. So it's been so much fun going through all of these episodes, all the different stuff that we've done, between special interviews with developers and Tommy Tallarico from Video Games Live and E3 specials and all the other stuff that we've done. We did like recorded episodes and live episodes, a whole mix of things basically. So it's been really crazy. And so for those that don't know, maybe we've had people join us throughout the run of the podcast. So if you're new to the podcast, first of all, thank you for listening. But this is a very special podcast because we like to make it very interactive. We want all of you to be involved. And what's special about it is we have, so first of all, we broadcast live, and then it records and goes onto iTunes. So if you want to subscribe, head to NintendoFuse.com, and you'll see the post there about the podcast, and there's a link to subscribe on iTunes. But there's a chat room going as well through TalkShoe, which is the program we use. So you can check out the link to the chat room on NintendoFuse.com. You can also call into the podcast live, and you will definitely want to call in tonight to win some prizes, so keep that in mind. And the details to call in are on NintendoFuse.com. So head to NintendoFuse.com for details to call in, and in case you need the number, it's 724-444-7444. A lot of fours, so if you want to remember it, head to NintendoFuse.com. You'll see the number there. But with the 100th episode, we wanted to make it extra special. So starting from today on, we are doing a video stream. So you may be watching us right now. Hey, everybody!
It's the first time people were maybe seeing us.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
We do occasional videos here and there about reviews and events and things like that, but this might be the first time a lot of people are seeing us.
Yeah, so
which is scary.
We're sorry we don't.
Right. There's kind of a reason that we tend to stay away from the camera. No, I'm just kidding. So from now on, we will be trying these video streams because they are a lot of fun. So shout out to everybody that is watching us. If you want to watch us, if you're just listening, head to NintendoFuse.com. There's a link. Or if you're YouTube.com/NintendoFuse, you'll see the live stream there as well. So check us out and join us. So you can either listen to us or watch us or both, and it'll be a fun time. So, and we have Alex joining us here as well. He's not on the call yet, but he's on the video stream, so I don't know if Alex can hear me. Probably not, but oh, he can. All right, so there's Alex. So he is here as well. So shout out to, in the chat room, we got Johnny Lamont 1 as well as Utsi 1990. So shout out to them in the chat room on TalkShoe. And then on YouTube, I see Pocky Bandit, White Thunders 4668, Richard Romero, Alan Perez, Lop Cope, Joshua Parsons, Chenik Stewart. So shout out to all of you. Thank you for all for watching and joining in. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time. So
yes, thank you.
Throughout the episode, we will be giving away a couple of prizes. Excuse me, and we'll announce how to win and everything, but it will involve you calling in. So get ready to call in. So get your phone or something ready, and in a little while we will have people call in to potentially win some prizes. So some of the prizes you can win are some $10 eShop gift cards with Bowser on it, so pretty cool right there. You can use it on the Wii U or 3DS, as well as there's a copy of DuckTales Remastered for Wii U that we will be giving away. So definitely you'll want to try and do that. So yeah, I guess first things first, to kind of get into the discussion, I just wanted to sort of briefly just, again, say thank you to everybody for the 100 episodes and just have a brief discussion on our experiences throughout the whole thing. I know that I guess the only person from the crew that was kind of there from the beginning was Steve. So Steve, what are your thoughts on 100 episodes?
It's crazy, actually. I was just thinking about that, like how I remember I was. Let's see, it's been 100 episodes, probably over like a 4-year span, 5-year
Yeah, it was
span,
in
maybe.
September 2009, I think, is when we started.
2009. Okay, so yeah, this is my third house that I've lived in since then. I remember, trying to find space in my first place because it was so small, and then, didn't want to annoy my wife. Talking about video games for a couple hours straight, every week, and then all of a sudden, being even nervous. I mean, when we first started this, I was like, it went through my head several times. I'm like, oh no, what am I going to say? I've never really talked about games that long, and I don't really know these guys, and you guys have been doing it for, I think, maybe a couple months, I think, maybe even before I finally joined in. And so I was really nervous, but now, like, it just seems like it's a cool thing to be able to gather with you guys online and just talk Nintendo for a couple hours every so often. So it's been blast. It's crazy to see the change in just a few years ago. It's been cool.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's been a lot of fun. And just I remember PAX East was one of my highlights, meeting you and Mickey and everybody. Yeah, we've had Mickey and Jeremy and Nick and Jacob and Justin, and I'm probably forgetting people too. We had a bunch of people throughout the run of the podcast. And then the next person to join us was Greg. So how's that been, Greg, with your time on the podcast?
Been really good. I mean, obviously I was still nervous when I went first few episodes, and now it's all like honed in and everything. And just for everybody else, I did want to go grab this. That's why I left for a minute. So we do have the prize, and it is a physical copy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's been awesome having you with us as well. It's always really cool to have, more and more people join us, and we get more and more, opinions on different things, and it's been so much fun. So, yeah, that's been awesome. And then we had the two latest people to join us, Barry and Alex. I think Alex is still trying to get on the call. So, Barry, how has it been the past few episodes as a part of the podcast?
When I was first able to call in, it was great just to get on air, and I was just really thankful that you guys accepted me and brought me onto the podcast and onto the crew. And it's just been great because it's allowed me to talk with and associate with people who are in the same, idea and mindset that I'm in, and the same field. And you guys have been just absolutely wonderful and so welcoming, and I couldn't be happier to be part of a better group of people. So, thank you for having me, and I look forward to many, many more podcasts together.
Cool. Well, thank you. It's been awesome having you on the podcast as well. Thank you. And Alex, I know he's not on the call, but but thank you though, Alex, for joining us as well the past few episodes, and it's been awesome having everybody be a part of this. So thank you to everybody, Steve, Greg, Barry, Alex, everybody. Thank you. And I'm excited to see many more episodes to come. This is our 100th episode, but we're just now getting started with video and everything. So now we're kind of ready to do some more cool stuff. We're ready to interact more with you all. So this is only the beginning.
We're at the big time now.
I see the phone with Alex. He's getting ready to call it.
What kind of phone is that? Wow. It's a Canadian
Is that
phone.
a home phone? Do those exist still? Yeah. So I guess let's continue to our first sort of topic of discussion here, which is Mario Kart 8. That's kind of our main thing. And for those watching, at the end of the podcast, we're going to kind of stick around on the video stream, and Steve has been very lucky in getting a review copy of Mario Kart 8. He posted his review today, so check that out. And we will be streaming some Mario Kart 8 footage. But because of the embargo and everything, we're very limited with what we can show. So only a couple minutes of footage. But we'll ask you guys, what you want to see. Maybe we'll do like one lap of a bunch of different tracks or something, and we'll kind of give you guys a glimpse of Mario Kart 8. So it should be very exciting. So stick around to the end for that little bit of footage there. But I guess to kind of get us
Sorry
started.
for the audio listeners can't see it, but that's why you need to tune in video now. We can see do crazy things like this. So yeah.
Right, exactly. And with this video will be saved and on YouTube as well later on. So in case maybe if you're in a place where you can't watch but you can only listen right now, you can definitely watch later on as well. So yeah. So I guess to kind of start it off, since Steve, you've been playing Mario Kart 8 and you did your review and everything, what are your thoughts? Tell us about the game.
I'm tired, mainly because I was up trying to get it all ready last night, and I ended up, for whatever reason, I was so full of energy because of the embargo lifting and all that stuff. I set the thing to like publish, and then I ended up staying up till 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. and watching all the other reviews come in, and it was kind of even the review, the embargo lifting for the review time itself was like really just kind of an event in itself. But the game, oh man. So I don't want to just restate what I wrote in my review, but I will say that it's kind of cool to have this opportunity to kind of explain, I think, a lot about what I wrote in the review and why I scored it the way I did, and kind of explain a little more. So hopefully, if you guys had a chance to kind of read through it and everything, if there was something that you'd like me to talk about a little more, definitely feel free to ask. Same thing in the chat. I mean, if you have a question about my review or just a question about the game itself, feel free to throw it out there, because I wanna definitely talk about what you guys want to hear about. But overall, I'm having a blast with it. I've had it for about a week and a half, and I have put in well over 20 hours already. And so some of those have been because I've been testing different things about, trying to get the different settings right for just, trying out different modes and all that stuff. I've been trying to unlock as much as I could in order to get our cheats and unlocked posts and everything ready to go, and make sure that's up to date as much as possible. So that's been fun, because I've realized in the whole thing that everything's random, and there's no rhyme or reason to why certain things are unlocked when they are. I mean, there is a little bit, but I was all, writing it all down, keeping good notes, and then all of a sudden I realized other people were saying different things, and I started a new profile, and lo and behold, I completed the 50cc Mushroom Cup and unlocked a completely different character this time around. So, yeah, so I've got probably about 18 hours on my own personal profile, but I got a couple other profiles. I'm playing on my wife's, and another started a third one just to kind of get some different experiences again. Start something new, and go at it from different angles and stuff. So with that being said, I put a lot of time into it. So I'm definitely not coming at this like, well, I've only put an hour into the game and here's my thoughts. And I say all that because I think it's important for our entire audience to hear that this is something that I really spent some time with. And overall, I love it. I love the game. I do think that they could have done a lot more in terms of new elements, like brand new things. I'm not saying that Mario Kart needed to go in some brand new, unexplored direction and take it in a completely different way. I don't think that. I think they kept it what we love, and I think that's a good thing. But it could have been nice to have a couple extra modes included. For instance, like battle mode, I love the fact that they brought it back to the basics. It's still kind of this hybrid thing because it's still timed and everything, but it still is last man standing, which is great. So you don't regenerate balloons when they're gone. You're gone. You become a ghost and you can interact and everything, but you don't regenerate balloons, which is great. But then they go and put it on, racetracks. And they just kind of seemed like they were lazy with that. And it's only balloon battle, and that's it. And for a $60 game, that's kind of limiting, I think. The same goes for the tracks. The tracks look beautiful. They're awesome. They're the most creative tracks that I've ever seen in a Mario Kart game, but there's still only 32 of them. So I'm like, it would have been nice to have an extra cup or two or an extra track or two and go back to 5 tracks like they did in the original Super Mario Kart or something. Just up the ante instead of just making it really pretty and really, really smooth, because you have some extra room there, especially on the discs now, and especially with downloading. Space is, pretty much unlimited, and so there's enough room to stick extra stuff in there. I'm hoping that it's done through DLC. I don't know. They've not mentioned it at all. That's just kind of a desire, a hope that happens, but we have no idea if it's actually going to happen. It probably won't. But that's I guess if you kind of sum up my thoughts about it, I think it's a fantastic game. I've had a ton of fun with it, and I can't wait to get more people online to play with, because it's been weird, because it's like this Mario Kart ghost town, like, online, because there's pretty much only just a few of us press people that have it. So occasionally I get online and I try for a worldwide race, and I've actually raced like up to like 10 people at one time, which is really cool, because I raced some guys that from other sites that I've only read their stuff or whatever. So that was kind of cool. But other times I get on and no one's on, and so I'm so excited for it to come out so I can actually play people. But I do wish that they had included a couple extra things to really push it in not a brand new direction, but just to add more to the game, because it does seem a little lacking for a $60 game. I think that's kind of where I landed. What they did fantastically, but they could have done a little more. So yeah.
Gotcha. Real quick, I do want to. Well, first, I guess Alex is on the call now. So how's it going, Alex?
Hey, you're there.
Welcome, Alex.
Yeah, I don't.
I think you're muted on. The.
On the computer.
Oh,
There
whoops.
you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good now.
All right.
So I guess Alex, just real quick, any thoughts on the 100th episode and being a part of the podcast and stuff?
I think it's really exciting. I mean, I've only been on 2 episodes. I joined the site because Jeremy saw some of my dumb Mario comics I was doing, and I brought those onto NintendoFuse, and then they got me writing stuff. I was writing for the Gamer Studio before that closed down, and I guess it started up again, but I haven't heard from them. So I'm having a good time here, so I'm not looking to go anywhere. But yeah, and then you guys asked me to join the podcast, I think for, what was it for? It was for a special episode or something.
Right.
Something like that,
Yeah,
but I was really excited about it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us. It's been a lot of fun, and I know we've all kind of behind the scenes. We have a lot of plans for the site in the future, so it should be very interesting. So everybody should stay tuned to NintendoFuse.com. We have a lot of cool plans for the site coming up. And quick little shout outs to a couple people that joined in the chat. On TalkShoe, we have Kevin VO15. I was about to say Orianta, but that's Alex. But shout out to him as well. Sato Otaku. And then on YouTube, I see some people as well. So shout out to them. Snowy Cougar 101 joined in. A couple of people there. We did get a comment, Steve, related to Mario Kart 8. Joshua Parsons was saying, "What do you think of the new Super Horn?"
What do I think of the Super Horn? I think it's a cool addition. I think it's interesting that we finally have something that can really destroy a spiky shell. And I know a lot of people have said that it doesn't pop up that much. It doesn't. However, I've had some races where I've got like 2 or 3 of them in a row. So it is kind of random. It's one of those items that I think is rare for everyone, so it doesn't really matter what position you're in. It is rarer, but like I said, sometimes it pops up more than others. And it's pretty cool. it not only can take out items that have been shot at you, but it also takes out people like other racers that are in that vicinity. So it has kind of like this circumference or radius around you that it just kind of blast everything, which is really nice. So I think it's going to be a cool defensive weapon, but it, like they said, it could be very offensive as well. And the way that the game notifies you if you do have a shell coming up behind you, you see the little little notification that the shell is about to hit you, especially the blue shell kind of like swirls around you before you actually hit it. So you do get a moment. If you do have a super horn in your possession, you do get a moment. You're like, okay, now's the time to use it, because it's that close. It's not like you get hit with things and you're like, well, I wish I would have known. They do give you a second warning, so that you can use it. And I have got it before in first place, which is nice. And it has come in handy. There's been, I guess in the whole 20 hours, I've had 2 times when I've actually destroyed a spiky shell with it. So it is pretty rare, but yeah, it's a nice addition.
Cool. At least it kind of changes things up a little bit, which is nice. Shout out to I Am Awakeify and Esta the Gamer on YouTube. They're in the chat, so thank you all. Scott Sandler as well, he's in there. So, by the way, so I mentioned there will be, in a little while, I'm going to ask for callers. I know there's 2 people on the line, not yet. Get ready, you can stay on the line, but in a little while I will be asking for callers, and I'll pick somebody at random, and you have a chance to win a $10 eShop gift card. So get ready. In case you need the details, I'll post the number in the chats, the TalkShoe and YouTube chats, so you can get ready for that. But a couple things that were announced in the Mario Kart 8 Direct that I did want to talk about. There is a Mario Kart 8 Wii U bundle that will be coming out on the same day that Mario Kart 8 comes out. That includes a deluxe system, Mario Kart 8, a red Wii wheel, Mario Wii wheel, and a red Mario Wii Remote Plus controller. Dun, 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 dun. All at a suggested price of $329.99. So if you are looking to buy a Wii U and Mario Kart 8 was coming out, you're excited, there you go. There's a perfect chance. One thing that I thought was really cool, I was not expecting this at all. I mean, I would expect this maybe for other games that Nintendo wanted to like give extra incentive for people to purchase, but I figured Mario Kart 8 would sell on its own. But Nintendo kind of surprised me with this, and that is if you buy Mario Kart 8, either digital or retail copy, and you register the game with Club Nintendo before July 31st, you'll receive a free eShop download code for a Wii U game, and so you can pick between New Super Mario Bros. U, Pikmin 3, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD, or Wii Party U. So you literally get a free game with it, which is pretty crazy. So I'll probably get the Wind Waker, but I mean I wasn't expecting it, but that's awesome. What do you guys think about that?
Personally, I think it's a great incentive. Like you said, Mario Kart is not the game that needs it per se. It would have been cool if they did something with like Wonderful 101 or another game that really could have used the sales. It's a little disappointing that Europe got like a list of 10 games that they could download and we got 4, and it's just kind of wondering what Nintendo of America is doing with that. Why do we get shortchanged? But all in all, it's definitely something nice. And I know a lot of people have been waiting for Mario Kart, so now they'll get a second game for free as an extra incentive.
Yeah, I think it's odd, like you said, Hassan. It's like it seems like people have been talking about Mario Kart being the game that actually is probably gonna maybe save Wii U, or has a potential at least to save Wii U. That and Smash Brothers, and to throw in an additional game kind of just seems odd. But I don't know. For everyone that's going to buy it, because it's probably going to be a lot, that's cool. But I don't really see the need why. And I don't even know if I get it with my review copy, but it doesn't really matter. But I think Greg and I were talking in email, like I pretty much own almost all those games already. There's only one that I don't own yet, and so if I do get one, I'll probably pick up. I think it's the Wind Waker HD, but I'm not that excited about it because I already have Wind Waker and I can play the original anytime I want. But it is odd, but cool. Get 2 games for the price of 1.
Right. Another thing I want to talk about, one of the things that I like in Direct, and I guess Steve can kind of comment more about this, but Mario Kart TV, which you know, we kind of knew that you can watch your highlights and everything, but they talked about how you can kind of edit them, put them in slow-mo, and you can upload them to Miiverse, but also you can actually upload them directly to YouTube, which got me very excited. So have you got a chance to play around with Mario Kart TV at all, Steve?
I have. It is cool, I would say, but it is you can't do a whole lot with it. So a lot of what we're able to do is really just throw up highlights for your race, and so it automatically puts a highlight reel together for everything that you do in that race. So normally, if you get done with a race in any Mario Kart game, it kind of does this little highlight thing after, or sometimes shows you racing around the track like after it's all done. So this automatically records the highlight reel and puts it on file in a way, like, so you can not only go back and view your highlight reel and change the details and everything, so what character you're focusing on and all that sort of thing right then and there. But you can actually go back, and I think it is, I might be wrong, but I think it's the last 12 races. You can actually go back and view and redo again. You have some controls where you can go back and forth and fast forward, rewind, and slow motion, which is kind of cool. And then you can choose to post that to Miiverse. And when other people log in, they see that within Mario Kart TV, they will see your entire highlight reel, but they won't see the edits like you made. So if you like slow-mode certain things, that won't be necessarily transferred over. They'll be able to do their own slow-mos. And then you do get the opportunity, like you said, to post to YouTube directly. And you can only post the highlight reels under 60 seconds. So you can do like the 30-second, 45-second, 60-second highlight reels and just post them to your YouTube account. That was not enabled in the beginning. And I think it just went live. I need to check, but I think it just went live earlier this morning, and so I haven't actually been able to post anything to YouTube yet because it wasn't enabled for the long time.
Gotcha.
Steve, while we were talking about those videos, did they actually like save to like your external hard drive at all or anything like that, or are those just like saved on the system memory or?
You know, that's a really good question. I don't know where they're saved. I think, I should probably test that out, actually, because I'm not sure where they are. It's just one of those things that it just happens, and I just took it for granted and didn't even think about, to actually test where it goes. So I don't know how I'm going to test this, but I'll get back with you on that.
Yeah, you might be able to open up with your save data or whatever on your storage or whatever. I'm sure it would say that there's like a Mario Kart video or whatever. But I was just kind of curious. I was just thinking about that when you were saying it only saves 12, and I'm like, well, that's probably a good thing because then your hard drive would just fill up like over a week or two of playing, and it records like 50, 60 races or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't realize it was going to do that. I think when they first started talking about Mario Kart TV, I was like, oh, that's cool and everything. I'll be able to do it immediately after the race. But then to be able to go back and have like 12 races in your cache, I was like, this is amazing. So it's like constantly recording all the time, which is pretty cool. But like I said, the editing of the actual video and everything is pretty limited. But I think it's a big step for Nintendo to go into this, because this is pretty much something they have never really done before, but a lot of other systems and games have, so it's pretty cool.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited about Mario Kart TV. It should be fun. I felt bad for Alex with the giant phone, so I couldn't leave him out. I brought my Optimus Prime with me to kind of follow along. See, this is what you guys missed out on. If you guys you're not watching the video stream, all our crazy antics, you'll never know what's going to happen, So you gotta keep an eye on the video stream. Head to NintendoFuse.com and watch us live so you can see what's going on here. Shout out to Kevin Vo in the YouTube chat. So everybody, now is the time to call in, get ready to win a prize. The number is 724-444-6944. 7444. Enter the call ID, which is 59264, followed by the pound sign. I know you guys are not going to remember all of that, so I am posting that in the chat right now. And call in, and I will tell you how you can win. Whoever's on the call in a couple minutes, I'm going to pick somebody at random. And if you are the person I pick, then you can pretty much win if you just tell us something. So just call. You got like a couple seconds, maybe more, to call in. I got 3 people so far, and I have a random number generator here. I'll pick somebody at random to win a $10 eShop gift card. Also, shout out to everybody that shared. I know we're all trying to promote the video stream and everything, and I did a video and I told people I would pick somebody at random to win a $10 eShop gift card that shared the link to the live stream and stuff as well. So for those people that are watching that did that, I will announce the video. I'll message the winner of that either later tonight or tomorrow. So thank you if you're one of those people. All right, so this is it. I'll give you guys 5 more seconds to call in. The number is in the YouTube chat and the TalkShoe chat. I think. Oh, I didn't post it in the TalkShoe chat, but it's sure. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's it. So I'm going to get somebody on the line right here. So let's do random number generator. And all right, number 3 looks like somebody. Let me pick somebody here. I'm gonna have to mute somebody from us real quick. So let me just pick somebody. All right, West Washington State. You are on the line. Hello. Yes. What's your name? Hey, what's your name? Okay, cool. Thank you for calling in. So, okay, cool. Thanks for doing that. Basically, I just wanted to see, what are you most excited about Mario Kart 8?
I actually really haven't been keeping up with Mario Kart, but the one thing I'm most excited for is that it's on the 3DS, so be able to play in the new modes, the characters, and everything. So once I get 3DS, I'll probably get to check it out.
Gotcha.
I don't know much about it.
Right. Unfortunately, though, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It's just for Wii U, unfortunately. Yeah. But Mario Kart 7 is on 3DS, and we do play that online quite often. We have some intense races online, and it is so much fun. So, yeah, if you plan on getting Mario Kart 7, definitely head to NintendoFuse.com, go to our forums, and we'll usually make a post whenever we play online with everybody. It's a lot of fun. And to help you with that purchase eventually, you get a $10 eShop gift card. So what I'll have you do is, you said you just sent me a message on Facebook, or I don't think, okay. Or, okay, yeah, or actually, if you want to email, my email is Hassan@NintendoFuse.com, so that's HASSAN @NintendoFuse.com, and just shoot me a message, and then I will send you the code afterwards. So, yeah, thank you. Thanks for calling in. Thanks, you too. Bye. All right, cool. So, there you go. So somebody won $10 eShop gift card, but don't worry, we got another one and a DuckTales remastered Wii U game that we will be giving out later on. So be prepared. You can either hang out. Looks like we have 6 people on the line right now, so you can either wait on there for later or call back later. I'll let you guys know when it's time to call, and I'll pick somebody at random. So no worries about trying to rush and do that, as long as you're ready in time. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is there are a couple of new Pokemon game announcements, which is there's Pokemon Art Academy, which is coming this fall for 3DS, and then kind of out of the blue, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the Ruby and Sapphire remakes for 3DS as well. So I just kind of want to see if anybody had any thoughts on some of those. I think Pokemon Art Academy looks somewhat interesting. I'm debating, whether I'm going to get that or not. I didn't get the other Art Academy games, but I always thought about potentially doing that. But I am excited about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I I pretty much never traded my games, but one of the only games that I've ever traded in is Pokemon Ruby version for Game Boy Advance, and I really regret it. But it wasn't. It was because I was so foolish. GameStop had a thing where like you could trade in 3 games and get Nintendogs for free, and
Oh no.
I guess for whatever reason I was bored of Pokemon Ruby, and there were 2 other random games, and I traded those in and got Nintendogs, which I kind of regret that now, but. At least now I have Omega Ruby, so I'll be getting that. So
And you had a cute puppy.
Yeah, I guess so. Although I pretty much abandoned him when the 3DS version came out. So oh, sorry, Link. That was the name. That's what I named my puppy there. So yeah, anybody else have thoughts on either Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or the Pokemon Art Academy?
Well, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire were my favorite Pokemon games, and everyone hates me for saying that because for some reason everyone hates Gen 3, and I don't really know why. The Pokemon contests I think were the best in those games, and then because that was the only way you could evolve a Pokemon called Feebas into Melodic is by winning like the beauty competition with this ugly fish, and I thought that was hilarious. And there was, what else was there? Pokemon contests and secret bases. That's it. Secret bases have never been better than they were in Ruby and Sapphire. I mean, I think there was like the Underground and Diamond and Pearl, but I didn't really get into that. But I think those are my 2 favorite features of the games, and I can't wait to play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. There was actually something a lot of people didn't pick up on with the box art. I'm not sure if I can screen share that on here. Is oh no, I can't. Is on the box art, it looks like it's the Mega Evolutions of the Pokemon, and not a lot of people have been talking about that. I mean, that was introduced in Gen 6, where you press a button on your bottom screen, and if you have a Mega Stone, you can make the Pokemon even more powerful, and they kind of change forms a bit. And in the box art for the games, they have, I guess, Mega Kyogre has a whole bunch of circles that weren't on it before, and the same thing with Groudon, so I thought that was just a neat little thing that I noticed when I saw the box art.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, they never like explicitly like stated they were Mega Evolutions, but we could tell they are slightly different. I was like, huh, it's very interesting. And I think they said something like they'll have more information in the next CoroCoro magazine on legendary Pokemon. So I'm like, well, I wonder what that is. So I guess they'll be talking about that. I really hope that my power doesn't go out or something because it's been pouring like outside right now. I can hear it really loudly. So I hope power does not go out. That will not be a good thing. Yeah. Anybody else have any thoughts on the Pokemon games?
Yeah, I think it's a safe move. Nintendo, needs new games out there. Even though the 3DS is doing well, they need something to fill the roster. And with Smash Brothers coming out in the summer, they need something for the fall. And I'm not saying Pokemon's it. I'm sure there's more coming from E3. But it just seems like it's safe, kind of like when they did Pokemon Black 2, White 2. It was more like a filler in between Pokemon Black and White and Pokemon X and Y. So this seems like the filler year, like they're just re-releasing like they've done before, while the real creative geniuses are working on the next real Pokemon game. And I think it's good. I think it'll help sell systems. I think it will, from a marketing standpoint, it's a smart move, but it's also safe. It's not taking risks.
So does this mean that they're not going to make whatever Pokemon Z or whatever? They're just jumping onto that next remake of, or because I can't remember because I've only played a couple Pokemon games, and so I can't remember. Did they make the third game before they went back and remade the others? So if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
But I can't remember.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Because before it was Heart Gold and Soul Silver was the same gen as. Wait, were those? I'm trying to even remember now. Were those DS games?
Yeah. Yeah, DS. They were the same gen as.
Were they before Diamond? So there's Diamond Pearl.
Yeah, did Platinum come out before Soul Silver?
Gosh, I can't remember. Anybody in the chat know? Was Platinum before Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or? And then same with, I guess, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald. I think, yeah, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. So, which was first?
That's a good question.
So,
I don't remember.
I Am Awake 94 says before. So you're saying, wait, you're saying Heart Gold, Soul Silver was
Before Platinum came out.
Platinum? Okay, everybody's saying before.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Well, that
there's still a
means G
chance
will
that
probably.
after Platinum.
Oh, after.
Oh, after. Okay.
Yes,
So-
Platinum was before Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So, okay, interesting.
So that means we may not get a Z.
Okay. So maybe
No Z?
that they're moving forward. You know, the next non-remake would be the next gen Pokemon, maybe. I don't know. Which seems interesting because they seem like they have done that third game pretty regularly, and I think people are expecting it. So I don't know. I probably won't end up getting it, just because I don't have the time to really sink into a Pokemon game. And I probably won't get the drawing thing. I think it's cool. I think a lot of people will be excited about that, but I can't draw. And I know this thing is supposed to teach me how to draw, but I still can't draw.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I guess that should be very interesting. So the Pokemon Art Academy this fall, and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire this November. So I guess we will see how how those games go. I guess at E3 we'll probably be getting a lot more information on them. So it should be interesting. The next game that I wanted to talk about is Tomodachi Life, which has been out in Japan, and we finally are now getting it for North America. And they did kind of a little mini Nintendo Direct on the game as well, which was the most random, crazy Nintendo Direct I think they've ever done. It was very interesting. And it pretty much... I still have no idea exactly what this game is about, but I am very intrigued. So there's that, and then they also had the whole the issue, the same-sex marriage controversy, where in the game you can't have same-sex marriages. And then Nintendo came out and apologized and kind of said that they didn't plan to sort of change the game that came over from Japan, and it would be difficult to patch the game. So they said that if they make a sequel, then they will work to include that. So there was that. But what are your thoughts on Tomodachi Life? Is anybody planning on getting it? Or?
Yeah, I can honestly say I have it pre-ordered. And the reason I do is I love quirky Japanese games. I love the unique games and the games that don't sell 800 million copies. And while I'm not sure how much I'm going to play it, I want to support it, and I want to show Nintendo that we do want games like Doshin the Giant that we never got. And we almost didn't get Animal Forests or Animal Crossing. I mean, we had the second iteration. It took us to the GameCube. So I'd like to say, hey, there is a demand for this kind of stuff. And it looks interesting. The Direct blew me away just by how completely random it was. And I'm looking forward to messing around with it at the very least.
Right. Yeah, it seems like, I guess from what I kind of got, it's sort of like you take your Mii, you kind of give it a bit of a personality and everything, and then you are in this, I guess, like an apartment building. You can kind of add more Miis of your friends, family, celebrities, whoever you make Miis of, and put them all in there and watch them interact with each other. And you can do all sorts of stuff. You can ask them out. You can join a band with them or something, I guess. There's all sorts of random stuff you can do, and it just... I had heard about this game before, like when it was in Japan, and I always thought it would be very interesting for it to release here. So I was excited that it is coming, and then Nintendo Direct was certainly very, very entertaining. So I'm looking forward to it. It almost had that like Animal Crossing vibe to it, in that like you can watch it and not really fully understand the appeal, but at the same time I have a feeling that once I start playing it, I'm going to be addicted. So that's why I'm excited about it, because I have a feeling it's going to be the type of game that I will really enjoy. So that should be really cool. So that's the Tomodachi Life. Anybody else have any thoughts on that? And also, real quick, if anybody wants to call in, now is the time to call in, because in a little while we'll be giving away one more prize. So call in right now. We have a bunch of people on the line right now. I'll post the numbers in the chats again, so you can kind of take a look at those. But anybody else have any thoughts on Tomodachi Life?
I know I wasn't terribly interested in it, but I just think it was kind of a weird how they had that whole direct thing. I kind of surprised me out of nowhere. It just seemed really cool, and that was a very interesting way the way they did the presentation, though. I mean, I'm not usually one for the Animal Crossing and simulation games, but I don't know. Maybe if I get an opportunity to check it out, or if we had a review copy or something, maybe I could. But I don't know.
Right. Yeah, there's somebody in the chat had a question. I am awake 94 said, will players be able to directly control the Miis? And Sato Taku said, it's sim style. I believe you issue commands, not direct control. Yeah, I don't think you actually directly control the Miis. I think it's sort of like you create them and they just sort of interact. But like there may be prompts, like when they have conversations between each other, where you can kind of pick certain options or something like that. So it's like you're watching over them in a way, like kind of like sim style, like you said. Roth is like, all hail the Virtual Boy. It's funny how, like, Nintendo is so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they self-referential in a way. Like, they always kind of poke fun of themselves in a way. I love that about them. It's so much fun.
But you know what? They're right, though. We really should be hailing the Virtual Boy. It's the best system.
Hey, I mean, they're talking virtual reality, and apparently that's becoming, big now with the Oculus Rift and the Project Morpheus and stuff. So I guess
right.
Nintendo they were just too ahead of their times. I mean, the Virtual Boy was great, but it was just too advanced for everybody at the time. All right, so it's time for the next prize giveaway. I'm gonna have somebody call in and tell me if they plan on buying Tomodachi Life and their thoughts on the game. So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on the line. Random number generator. Here we go. Random number is 5. So somebody from Texas. And I love how I have people from Texas, New York, Mississippi, Puerto Rico. Like, this is great that everybody from all over is watching. But let's get this person from Texas.
Oh yeah.
Hello. How's it going? What's your name?
Welcome.
Richard. Thank you for calling in. Cool, thank you. So any thoughts on Tomodachi Life for the 3DS? Do you plan on buying it or interested in it at all? Or? Yeah. Cool. I don't know if there's any like online components or anything, if there's ways like certain things to connect or Mii's to transfer over or anything, but if there are, then we should definitely hit up our forums and we can exchange friend codes and interact online and everything. So yeah, cool. Well, congrats, you have won a $10 eShop gift card.
Congrats.
So if you want to email me, Hassan at NintendoFuse.com, HASSAN at NintendoFuse.com, and then I will send you the code after this. Cool. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
For calling in.
And for all those that are joining us on Google Hangouts and stuff, all hail the Virtual Boy. That's all I have to say about that.
Right. Actually, you know what I just noticed? Because I thought we could only have 5 people on the call, but I only have 4. Oh, Barry, are you using like your microphone or something to call, or?
I am.
Oh no,
I
Steve.
am on the phone. Steve is off.
Dropped. That's why I was like, what happened or something? I was like,
Yeah, Steve dropped.
Sorcery, 6 people on the call. What? All right, so let's see. Esther the Gamer saying no more prizes. No, there is one more prize. Don't worry. There is DuckTales Remastered for the Wii U. So that is coming up in a little while. So stay tuned for that prize. Yeah, Greg has got it right there. So.
Right here.
So yeah, and by the way, so again, for people maybe joining in a little bit later, we have a chat room going on TalkShoe and on YouTube. There's also a video stream going, so you can come watch us. This is the first time we're doing a video stream for the 100th episode, and we will continue to do this because it's so much fun. So check out NintendoFuse.com for details on how to watch and everything. You never know what's going to happen. I may put on a Mario hat. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You know, it's so unpredictable. So definitely, you gotta watch the stream. So thank you to everybody that has participated. And on to the next topic, which is fast approaching, and that is E3. So can't believe it's already mid-May. This is crazy. Nintendo has announced their plans for E3. And I know for people that have listened to the podcast before, we have said to think Nintendo really needs to have a conference this year, and I, the fans sometimes it's kind of a shame, but basically they said that they will be doing a digital event instead, whatever that means. It's not a Nintendo Direct; it's a digital event. So I don't know exactly what that is. And they will also have a live Smash Brothers tournament, which will have 16 players, and they haven't revealed how they're going to choose them yet, but they'll pick 16 players and they can all compete. And I think at the Nokia Theater or something, they'll have it like there live to watch, which will be really interesting. And they will also have demos at E3 during E3 at Best Buy locations to play Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. So that will be interesting as well. The Nintendo Treehouse will be at E3 to show off live demos of upcoming games, and they will be streamed online as well. But yeah, basically, their main event is Tuesday, June 10th, the Nintendo Digital event. So it should be very interesting. We will try. I have to figure out all the details soon. But in the past, we've done like live podcasts like around like on E3 day and everything. So we'll try and figure that out. But we do also have one of our own, Alex, will be at E3, which is very exciting. So anybody have any thoughts on that? Or Alex, what are you specifically looking forward to at E3?
Well, I was looking forward to a live press conference, but Nintendo hates us and they don't want us to be happy. So I guess we're not getting one of those. I heard from listening to other podcasts from people who were at E3, I heard a lot of complaints about it being really like choppy and things like that. So there were some things that people actually missed until they got onto the show floor, and they were like, "Oh, hey, this is here. Didn't even know about that." So I guess we'll see. Maybe Nintendo will learn from last year, and they'll have, I don't know, more servers or whatever goes into that. Maybe it'll be a better experience this year. So I guess from that side, I'm still a little bit wary, but I'm really looking forward to the show. Yeah, I have no idea what to expect from Nintendo, really. There's a lot of stuff that they've been keeping under the rug that we probably won't hear about until like it comes out. But I'm really excited to see more about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And, I mean, there's no way they're not going to talk about the new Legend of Zelda. They just have to. That, and I guess it'll be a good chance for me to try Bayonetta, because I've heard a lot about it, but I'm still a little bit on the fence. I mean, I'm really excited that it's exclusive, but I guess if I get to try out the demo, I'll have like a better idea of what the game's like. So I'm looking forward to having some reasons to get excited for that. And oh, who is this? Retro, yeah, that's it. Whatever Retro's working on, they're gonna definitely have something there, because I think, weren't they gonna announce something last year, but they had to cancel it at the last minute, or was that Donkey Kong? I think maybe that was Donkey Kong.
I can't remember.
But anyways, I'm sure they'll have something different to talk about this year. But again, I still don't really know what to expect from them, so I'm just kind of waiting.
Right. Yeah, it should be interesting. I think there's a lot of games that I feel like that we don't know about, or that I'm sure because they've been hyping up Mario Kart 8 and Smash Brothers. It's like you can't just have those two games for Wii U, so I'm sure they're gonna have a lot of other stuff. Zelda, I think they pretty much confirmed is gonna be there, and so if it's not, like that's gonna be like something seriously wrong if it's not there. So that should be interesting. Johnny Lamont one in the chat was saying, anybody have any game announcements that may surprise us at E3? Like any predictions? Like what would be some like I don't know a crazy game or something you would really want to come back or any like hopes or for something to Nintendo to announce?
That's easy. Star Tropics 3.
Oh man, that's reaching into the bag.
Oh yeah.
Nintendo is known for dropping so many franchises that they could easily pick up and make another one, and they did it with Kid Icarus. They finally, after all these years, brought Kid Icarus back. They could bring back Star Tropics. They could bring back Star Fox. They could bring back Earthbound. Fire Emblem. They could do Golden Sun 4. They got so many games that they could pull out of their butt, really, and surprise us with. And I really hope they do, because without a press conference, they need to get the message across, and they need to get it across as strong as possible. And Bayonetta 2 is a great game, and that's coming out. And X, I'm so looking forward to X. But the general populace doesn't even know those games exist. They know a new Zelda's coming. They don't know what Hyrule Warriors is, and will that be enough to keep us going? They know Mario Kart. They may know Smash Brothers, but they're putting all their chickens in that same basket, those two games, one of which will be out already by E3. They did it last year with Mario 3D World, and it was a phenomenal game, and it didn't sell. And I think it's a big missed opportunity that they're not doing this. It's like they don't want money. Like they don't want people to buy the system.
Nintendo has so much to that they could use, and yet they haven't. But yeah, go ahead, Greg.
I mean, I was thinking that we might be seeing a new F-Zero game because Captain Falcon has not been announced for Smash Brothers, and you would think that there'd be a reason why he hasn't been revealed yet. And so, obviously, Nintendo knows that the fans want a new F-Zero game, and what better time than to drop like a bombshell and then like boom, Captain Falcon joins the fight along with the Smash Brothers reveal.
Right. Yeah, I could see that happening. But then again, I could also see Sakurai just trolling us and just announcing Captain Falcon out of nowhere and not even telling us why he waited. Sakurai he's very mysterious sometimes, so I don't know. But I could totally see that happening.
Well, Nintendo did say that they were working on new licensing partners, and it kind of made me think, back to the '80s where we had the Mario Super Show and Nintendo Serial System and all that. And I'm wondering, will we get kind of like another GameCube heyday? And what I mean by that is during the GameCube days when it wasn't selling, they kind of hoard out their franchises there too. Rare got Star Fox, and then Namco got Star Fox. Sega got F-Zero. Will these other companies start getting Nintendo franchises to work on? I mean, the last time we did that was Team Ninja with Metroid Other M, which I enjoyed, but the rest of the internet hated. But hopefully we see that, because Nintendo can't make all these games, and they've still got to keep the 3DS afloat. And I would rather have another company work on a new F-Zero game, like Sega, give it back to them, than have nothing at all.
Right. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And oh my gosh, I lost the chat. There was somebody I wanted to say happy late birthday to Joshua Parsons. But yeah, I guess we just have to wait and see. They have so many different possibilities of things that they can draw from. So who knows what they will do? But maybe one thing that might give us an indication is the recent investor briefing that Nintendo had. And they kind of, gave us little teases of certain things, and Iwata did say something along the lines of they'll be showing off games both that are near ready to be released, and also that they're still kind of working on. So I bet they have some games they've been kind of like holding out on or something for whatever reason. I don't know why they should be holding out on games for the Wii U, but I guess they're kind of waiting to hype things up with E3. But what I did want to talk about a little bit from the investor briefing was that they're going to be focusing a lot on the gamepad at E3, and they're going to be showing off stuff with that. And they announced the figurine, the Nintendo figurine platform, and they talked about how they're going to be using the NFC technology and have figurines, much like Skylanders or Disney Infinity, except the difference being it's not like figurines for a certain game, but it's figurines that you'll be able to use with different pieces of software. And you'll be able to kind of personalize the figurine in some way. Maybe take save data from one thing and put it on it or something. So he showed off like a Mario figurine, and there'll be more to come. But me being a collector, I mean, I have loved Disney Infinity. I've been collecting all the stuff there, and so I'm excited about that. My wallet is not, but I am definitely excited for the potential there. And any like Nintendo collectible thing, like I gotta get. Like you got the the collectible Wii Remote controllers. I don't even need these, but I got them because they are just awesome. So like anything collectible, I am totally down to get. So I'm excited about it. All right, any of you guys like ready for NFC technology? You ready to join in with that?
Honestly, yes. And my wife told me flat out, this is the last Skylanders where I can get everything. Now I can just get the games because they're really expensive. And now I kind of want to do Disney because they're doing the Marvel thing, but I know I can get the Marvel, the Nintendo characters. I read an interesting article that Nintendo was approached for Skylanders and they turned it down, which I kind of wonder what the hell they were thinking about turning down that, especially looking at where it is now. But if they milk it right, and I'm sure they will, we'll all be spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to have Fireflower Mario and Cat Mario and Raccoon Mario and Tanuki Mario, and then the same versions for Luigi and Peach, etc. Because that's probably what they're going to do. And my wallet is not ready, but I will do it anyway.
Right. Anybody else interested in the potential of the NFC stuff for the gamepad, or even just like games that really utilize the gamepad a lot? Because I know Nintendo said they wanted to do more of that.
I guess I never really got into the idea of Skylanders. As soon as I heard about it, I said that would have been like my whole life when I was like 12. Because if that was out when I was a kid, I would have been all over that. But I guess right now I'm not. I guess I'm trying to get out of trying to collect things. I have so much stuff lying around in my room, and for the longest time I've been like holding on to a lot of stuff. And I guess I'm just not looking forward to having to buy a whole bunch of new stuff to use with games, but I mean I can't complain about it too much because we don't know anything about it. I think if I'm just picking up like one figure that I can use with everything, that might be a little bit different. I'd probably be a little bit more interested in that, but at that point it's more like, what's the point of just having one figure if you're using with everything? Why couldn't that just be saved onto the Wii U? But I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's by waiting. So that's all I really have to say about it right now.
Right.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with Alex. I mean, that seems like it'd be a lot better if I was a lot younger, but now that I'm obviously an adult, I don't know if my wallet would be happy or something like that. And I don't even know if I'd want to collect them. I kind of want to see more where this is going with like how the games are going to be used with it. But I could definitely see them developing a Pokemon game using that stuff. But I don't know if that counts as with Nintendo or if that should be more like the Game Freak stuff. But I could definitely see that like selling like thousands and millions of Wii U consoles. In terms of the gamepad stuff, they did announce that they were going to support 2 Wii U gamepads, so maybe they're finally going to come around and show a game that will actually do that. So I'm kind of excited for hopefully them showing that kind of functionality.
Right. Yeah. Which I guess then they would have to start selling gamepads separately, and I wonder how much they would like charge for those and stuff. If they did release one of those. I don't know. That would be interesting to see if they did that. Definitely be curious to see what kind of games they would come up with for that.
I'm pretty sure they've been studying how Disney Infinity has been doing and how Skylanders are selling, so I'm sure it's going to be priced accordingly. I can't see them over milking it and way overcharging, but you never really know for sure until they officially announce something else.
Right. True. One thing with the NFC technology and stuff with the figurines, I was thinking about is because they announced the figurines will work with 3DS as well with a little base that you can get. But I was trying to think, so the figurines will be with Wii U and 3DS. Well, what game do we know that's coming to both Wii U and 3DS that also fits very well with the idea of these little trophies or figurines? And I was thinking, what if, at E3, because they're going to be talking about Smash Bros., I'm sure, like, the whole figurine thing will work with Smash Brothers, and that'll be the game that kind of kicks it off. Like, what if that was potentially something there? Like, maybe you could save your, buy a figurine of a character and store your controller configuration on it, like certain things with the figure. And so if you ever went to a friend's house, you just tap the gamepad, and there goes all your stuff. And you don't have to buy all the figurines, but just one to pick, your favorite character and personalize it. But if you wanted to collect them all, you could. I don't know. That would be kind of a neat little concept potentially. What do you guys think about that?
Yes and no. Yes, because it makes sense. No, because like I said, my wallet will hate me for it. But they could do something like that. I don't think they'll do anything like that now because it's too close to release for Smash Brothers. But I can see them doing something with a future Mario Kart or a future Mario Party, where it's like, hey, you like Mario Kart? You only there's only 30 racers. You want more? Well, here's this Link figure. Put the Link figure down, and boom, now you have Link in Mario Kart. And suddenly, you have these Nintendo characters crossing. Oh, the new 2D Mario game and the new 3D Mario game. Well, here's the Samus figure. Now you can run around the levels shooting Goombas as opposed to jumping on them. And I think that would be a very unique idea, kind of like the Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles lock-on from the Genesis SNES days. But, they can totally do something like that. I think that would sell like crazy.
I think you just spoiled NES Remix 3. That's definitely... Oh, that would be so cool. Have you guys heard of Super Mario Bros. Crossover? It's like an online Flash game where you can play through Mario with all these characters. Oh, just imagine if Nintendo did one of those. That would wouldn't save the Wii U, but I'd buy like 5 more consoles just for that.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It should be interesting. I guess we'll have to wait and see what they do at E3. But I'm very curious. So should be fun. Another thing that Iwata talked about at the investor briefing was smartphone apps coming soon. So they're not really going to be doing they're not going mobile. Nintendo's not going mobile, but they will be having different things on mobile devices to help promote their own hardware and software. So one of the things is Mario Kart TV. They're actually going to have an app for it that will have race highlights and rankings and stuff as well. So you'll be able to kind of see your friends and see what's going on with Mario Kart TV and kind of check in here and there, which I think that's really cool. Actually, I definitely will try and use that as well, and I'm curious to see what other apps they come up with in the future. Like if they do one with Smash Brothers, you can see your global Smash power and everything, and see who's online. And like with my iPhone, because certain apps can send you notifications. So if the app allowed me, I could set it so if somebody's playing Mario Kart or something, it'll notify me, and then my phone will buzz, and I'll know, hey, this person's playing Mario Kart. Maybe I can jump on the Wii U and play online or something. Like that would be some neat things, ways for smartphone apps to kind of tie in as well. So I think that'll be interesting. What do you guys think about that?
I'm kind of mixed about it. I mean, I'm one of those people that do not want Nintendo to go into the smartphone area, but I understand there's some potential there. So as long as it's some kind of, almost like Microsoft has the second screen and Sony has the PS app, something along those lines, I can definitely see being an advantage. If nothing else, just to, get the water wet, or get their feet wet, I should say, in the mobile area, and get some people interested in Nintendo stuff again, because the general public just doesn't seem as interested as they used to be.
I think the apps will actually probably help, like especially with the Mario Kart one, that could get more people to get interested in the game, and that might even lead to more console sales. They also have that other app called, you can like tether your 3DS or something to the smartphone too. That seems like it would be pretty genius because obviously the 3DS has very limited internet use, and if you're able to like connect like to your smartphone, that could really help, especially with like you're doing the system transfers and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I think right now that the one they announced is only for Japan only and only Android devices, but that would definitely be useful. So if they would kind of expand that over here and stuff as well, that would be cool. Definitely. Do we have Steve? Are you back on the call?
I'm back. Hey guys.
All right. Cool.
Sorry about that.
Welcome
I
back.
didn't know what was going on. Having issues with Verizon and everything, so I apologize for that. And I probably missed a huge section of the discussion, but I'm back, and I think everything is going well. Let me know if it sounds bad again. But
Okay. Yeah, everything. It sounds, good so far. Yeah, we were just talking about, well, kind of two things hand in hand: E3, and then also the investor briefing, and just kind of some thoughts on what Iwata was talking about and how that relates to E3 and stuff. So things like that with the gamepad, how they're going to be doing the NFC things and gamepad specific games, and any thoughts on those?
yeah, I think it's interesting what they're trying to do. I think we'll see if it actually works. I mean, in a big way, I think they're trying to. It seems trying to do some things that are innovative, but at the same time, they might have been more innovative 5 years ago. I don't know if they're as, mind-blowing and groundbreaking today. So we'll see. I think a lot of it's still kind of up to, what does he mean by this whole, what you guys have probably been talking about it. What's the word they use a lot of times? This other console thing that they're developing.
Quality of life.
Yeah, the quality of
Quality of
life
life.
thing. I don't know what that really means. So that kind of still intrigues me. But I mean, I don't know. I think the NFC figures are cool, but there's already such a market out there for for the ones that exist with Skylanders and Disney Infinity. I think they're pushing forward. They've already got their audience. I know Disney Infinity isn't even as popular as Skylanders because Skylanders had the jump on them, and I don't know if Nintendo jumping in third is really going to be that great for them. I think a lot of this stuff might go over incredibly well in Japan, but I don't know if there's a U.S. market as much for it. A lot of this stuff, I don't think it's going to catch on, and I think that's the biggest thing. I think we talked about before that Nintendo has going against them is that they're a Japanese company and they continue to think very Japanese. I think a lot of the times instead of thinking what's going to appeal to a worldwide audience, because that's really what video games have become today. It's a worldwide thing. It's not just Japan. It's not just Japan and U.S. It's not just Japan, U.S. and Europe. It's the entire world. And so I think they need to be really engaging the entire world, not just a couple things that might make a few people happy.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely true. And what I was kind of talking about with the quality of life thing, how it's sort of like it's a way to because right now, the video game business goes up and down, and so they want to have it there as a third pillar to sort of support that. And so I'm very curious to see, what they do with it, because I think at first a lot of people were kind of freaking out, like, oh my gosh, Nintendo's going away from games, but it's like, no, I think they're kind of doing this to sort of support their games in a way. It's like a backup in case the games aren't selling well. Nintendo's not going to be seen as failing. They'll still be making revenue from something else, hopefully. But we don't know what this thing is. Quality of life. It's like I don't understand this. I did think it was funny though. I was in and I think it was my entrepreneurial and tech venture class or something that I just started, and they were talking about the keys to a successful business or something like that. And one of the three things they mentioned was improve quality of life, people's quality of life. And I was like, oh my gosh! I was like thinking in my head, Nintendo was onto it. So who knows? Maybe they have something, and we just all have to wait and see what it is.
Yeah, I think they did so well with Wii Fit, and I think that appealed to such a wide audience. And I think that's probably what they're going to try to do is take that idea that they had and try to run with it in a brand new way. I don't know what that'd be. I really have no clue. Everything that I can think of seems kind of interesting and odd for Nintendo to do, and it seems like so many other companies have a jump on that. So they're talking about like this non-wearable tech. It's weird. I don't understand. And I hope it turns out really, really good for them, just because I like to see them succeed because I like the products they put out and their software they put out. But I have no clue what it really means.
Right. Yeah, that'll be very interesting to see. So that brings us then to our final giveaway of the podcast. I'm posting the phone number to call in the chat rooms right now, or you can head to NintendoFuse.com and get the number that way. In the meantime, while people kind of call in and get ready, I think we can answer maybe like a couple of questions, 2 or 3 questions people have. If there's certain thing that you guys want us to talk about, just post them in the chat, and then we'll kind of talk about a couple little things, and then we will kind of wrap up and show you a little bit of Mario Kart 8. Hopefully, if Verizon is not being too annoying for Steve over there.
Yeah, my internet's through Comcast, so that's been taken the whole time. It's really my voice service has been kind of messing up. So yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
I did have a cool question, and I'll listen as I listen and see what you guys talked about. But are any of you guys planning on getting the Tamagotchi Life thing when it comes out?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Because
me too. I'm excited.
Okay.
It's so like quirky and like it's one of those things that like you can watch videos of it, like we were saying how with Animal Crossing you can watch videos and you don't really get it, but that's kind of what excites me because I feel like once I start playing it I'm gonna love it. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm just going to enjoy watching other people's videos that they post online because it's hilarious, some of the stuff that they do. So I'm sure you guys went into the whole discussion about what happened and everything. I think just overall I'm intrigued by the game because I think it's weird. But I am looking forward to seeing more of it, but I probably won't end up getting it. I don't know. We'll see. I could be convinced later. As of now, I think I'm going to stay away, but we'll see.
I mean, we still need to figure out if we can request a review copy of it, and then maybe you might get to see it, or maybe I'll see it. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, it'll be very interesting. I'm curious to see. And I bet like different people will react to it in different ways just because of how crazy it is, and you never know what your Mii's could do. So I don't know. It'll be very exciting to see what everybody else kind of thinks of it too. All right. So the final prize giveaway is DuckTales Remastered for Wii U. It's an actual physical copy of the game. So Greg, do you want to have them email your NintendoFuse email or something, or?
That would probably work best. I mean, the winner is going to need to send me their shipping name and a physical address that I can send it to.
Okay.
And I'll try to get that sent out tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna pick somebody at random, have somebody call in and tell us their thoughts on what they want to see at E3, basically. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3.
You want to see Alex at E3? That's what you want to see.
8. I have 8 people on the line, so let's do this random number generator.
Make sure not to get another winner that we had.
Number 1, that is I Am Awake 94. Let's get him on the line. Oh wait, I think. Okay, yeah. Are you? Hey.
Hey, welcome.
How's it going? What's your name? Brandon. So thanks for calling in, Brandon. So, do you have any thoughts on E3 and anything you want to see specifically from Nintendo? Yeah, that'll definitely be interesting if they talk about that. Um, cool. Well, yeah, thanks for calling in, and you have won DuckTales Remastered for Wii U. No problem.
Congratulations.
So, email Greg at NintendoFuse.com and email him your shipping address and name and everything. Greg at NintendoFuse.com, and he will get the game out to you. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
So that is it for the prizes. So thank you to everybody that called in to try and win some of the prizes. But you know what? Since we have some people on the line, you might as well, I might get a couple people on here, and you can, ask a question, make a comment or something. So let's have some fun with this. I know Sato Taku said he wanted to say something. So, hey, you there? Hey, yep.
We hear you fine.
How's it going? Yeah, so what did you had something to say about E3, I believe?
So I've been reviewing Nintendo's past E3s, just building up the anticipation for their current one. And something I've noticed is they're not taking as many chances as they used to. Like, they used to do some pretty crazy things, like snag explosives, like, like Resident Evil 4. Now they kind of did that with Bayonetta 2, but I just can't help feel like they have a little more success if they're able to tie a few more of those down to the Wii U.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think they have to do some of that. So hopefully we see that. Are you more excited about do you want to see more specifically Wii U games, or are you ready to see more stuff for 3DS? Anything in particular? Or?
I think the 3DS has already had a lot of time in the spotlight. Like, Nintendo's already got that going pretty successfully. Like, obviously they have to keep releasing games for it. But where they really need to turn their attention to is the Wii U right now. We need to see more than just Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. I'm kind of worried because Iwata said that he's kind of banking on those saving the Wii U. Like, he said that those are the two games that they're trying to turn their fortunes around with.
Right. Yeah, I think that's kind of what got me a little worried as well. It's like those are the only two games to keep talking about. And I know they're saying E3, there's more, but it's like I'm very still cautiously optimistic, I guess. I hope they have something, but they really got to promote it then, So hopefully maybe it's Zelda Wii U, maybe it's something else. But yeah.
I mean, those are their two biggest franchises, so I mean, I can see why they would see that it's going to be a savior. I mean, if you don't count like the Wii Sports and like Wii Fit and stuff like that, it was like really Mario Kart Wii that really sold a ton on Wii, along with like the new Super Mario Brothers Wii. And so they already have new Super Mario Brothers Wii U, but now they're going to have Mario Kart for the Wii Fit. So I think that having that and Smash Brothers out in the same year, and then we also have like Bayonetta 2 and X and all that stuff coming up, that I think consoles will start shifting this holiday season.
I think, if anything, this is indicative of the fact that it takes more than Nintendo's first-party content to sell consoles. Because with the Wii, they got a bit lucky with the whole fitness aspect to it, and that's what I think that was the driving force behind most of those sales. But then going back to the GameCube, they had a lot of third-party support, and none of those consoles in that generation sold amazingly well, right? But I mean, that they had the support to help convince people to buy things. But here on the Wii U, we have to wait like months between our releases because Nintendo is banking on Nintendo's games, and they're not really securing a whole lot of third-party stuff. I mean, they do have X and they have Bayonetta 2 and things like that. And I think not enough people are paying attention to the eShop, but and there is a lot of great stuff coming out on there. I mean, Stick It to the Man, I just finished reviewing that, and it's amazing. But mainstream gamers and families don't really pay attention to that kind of thing. So I think Nintendo just needs to step up their game with third parties.
Right.
One thing that I've noticed that Sony has done, like they have this Little Big Planet game. I think that Nintendo could be really successful if they're willing to leverage their franchises in that way. Like if you could mix and match Zelda and Mario elements. It's just, I've seen all these amazing fan things and I'm just flabbergasted that Nintendo won't give us any content creation tools of our own. Like, I'm addicted to all those custom level stuff.
Right. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Like, I mean, create your own custom Mario levels or whatever, and kind of, or even combine different franchises together. I think that would be exciting if they did something like that. Yeah, definitely.
It would improve my quality of life. Let's see.
There we go, right there.
They're not going to do that, but with that sort of thing. But I think it's a great idea. I think that they need to be pushing things into a new, inventive way of reaching a new audience, because the things that they've done in the past they've done it well, but they can't just keep relying on the same things. So I think you get some great ideas.
Right, definitely. Well, Sato Taku, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. Thanks. Let's get one more caller on the line. I think from Puerto Rico is, I think he said it was Este the Gamer. Let's get him on the line. Hey, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? I'm great.
Thanks for calling in. I just wanted to see, is there anything specifically that you were kind of looking forward to at E3 or hoping that they would maybe announce?
Well, as you know, they have a lot of surprises, and they just hoping that Nintendo will have a lot of surprises in their new games, since Nintendo seems to be good at that. But I want to ask, what do you think that Nintendo will know at E3 other than your stuff like?
That's a good question.
Let's see. Yeah. What do I think they will announce? I think they do have another collaboration, probably a surprise one that they've maybe been working on, maybe with another company. Kind of like how they have Hyrule Warriors. They're doing, and that is kind of a collaboration thing. I think they probably have another one, but I don't know what it would be. Maybe Metroid? I don't know. It really is so open. There could be anything.
Right now.
Really, Nintendo.
Virtual Boy 2.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I said Star
maybe.
Tropics. I'm going to bank on Star Tropics. I mean, we had Kid Icarus come back. And I'm just going to cross my fingers for that, because Uprising was so good, and I hope they can do the same thing with Star Tropics.
Nintendo has a lot of, they could probably bank on those franchises today with the Wii U and what it's capable of.
Yeah, for
But-
sure. Yeah.
What I think Nintendo needs to do is, now that their big games, Mario Kart will be out and Smash Brothers we know most of, they need to really pull out the big guns. They need to have, we know Zelda's going to be there, we know there's going to be new stuff there for that, as well as Hyrule Warriors, but we really need to see them pull out games that we haven't expected, and brand new titles and collaborations, and even pull a Microsoft in the sense of, hey, this new game's coming out and it's now exclusive to the Wii U. Show some money. They need something to surprise, everybody, or they're not going to do anything, and the Wii U is not going to sell nearly as well as it should.
Well,
Yep.
Like the old classics, but for Nintendo, if they push out something new, it'd be innovative, be original, and maybe it could be a system seller.
I mean,
That's what they need.
in their investor briefing, Nintendo talked about licensing out some of their properties, and I think it would be really cool if they just went back into their archives and started shopping out like old franchises like Star Tropics and things like that to other developers. So that way they'd be getting more content, and it would be in established franchises that maybe people have forgotten about, but nevertheless there's still like a foundation that the developers could build on, and I think that would be really cool to see.
Could be cool. Yeah, I think you hit on that really good thing is that system seller thing. They need to put out everything they can to prove to people that they need to go out and get a Wii U if they don't already have one. That's the biggest thing. And yeah, about 6. Yep.
It's over 6 actually.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think. Yeah, and I think that's unfortunate. I think Polygon posted something about this in their Mario Kart 8 footage, or coverage, that that's just going to possibly be the worst selling Mario Kart of all time. Not because of the game quality, but because that there's not that many systems out there for people to buy it to play on. And I think they just need to be. Mario Kart and Smash Brothers are great, but they can't rely only on them. They need to be following it up with some top quality Zelda stuff. They need to be pushing out brand new things, like you're saying, that we've never seen before. They need to be partnering with the third parties, and they need to be bringing exclusives to Wii U, and they need to be giving people a reason to go out and actually buy the system and to really jumpstart the sales.
Honestly,
Yep.
Honestly, Steve, I think you hit the nail on the head there. I honestly don't think they even need to bring any new games to E3, as much as I would love to see it. I think what they really need to do is come out and say, hey, we've got the third parties on board. We've got EA making this. Dragon Age is now, boom, on the Wii U. The new Madden.
I think EA making anything for Wii U would be amazing.
Anything, right.
Yeah.
But Capcom, how about Mega Man? How about Nintendo saying, we bought Mega Man from Capcom and we're making a new Mega Man game? System seller, instant. Even something like Grand Theft Auto. We're talking with Rockstar. I mean, Rockstar just said that Nintendo is a valued partner. I don't know why they said that, but they said that. Maybe, hey, Grand Theft Auto 5 HD Wii U. Something. They need third parties on board, because it can't stay afloat just on Nintendo games. As much as I love them, as much as people will buy the system just for them, it's not going to sell like the Wii or the Wii did with 100 million units. And they really need third parties on board.
Yeah, and it's a whole catch-22 thing. I mean, the third parties don't want to come to Wii U because there's not that many people that have it, and they don't think it's going to sell that well. Yet the system doesn't sell that well because there are no third parties there. So it's this unending loop, and the only way to stop that loop is for Nintendo to actually step in and say, okay, we're going to put as much money as we can to stop this loop. And we're going to actually make these third parties come because we're giving them so much cash, and that's going to end up boosting the sales of the software and of the hardware overall.
Right. Definitely.
I think that's why we're seeing them license out their characters and stuff, because that gives the third party a chance to work with a good thing, and then maybe they can also change it up a little bit too. So I think that's also providing a lot of opportunities to see characters in different lights, especially like Hyrule Warriors. That's completely different for a Link to be in that sort of environment.
Sure. Well, what was our caller's name again? Esteban. Cool. So, what would you like to see? So, of terms of new stuff, you're like to say new stuff from Nintendo at E3. Got any ideas of things that you would like to see from them?
Well, I would like to see maybe we said it earlier, but a crossover between two different franchises.
The Legend of Pokemon.
Something like that, and again, that's a different type of game that Nintendo has to make with first.
Cool.
That would be pretty interesting. Yeah, watch them bring back Star Tropics and Earthbound or something, like two old franchises and then mix them together or something. I bet everybody would be angry about that then, because then it's like.
Well, I mean, there's that game coming out called Citizens of Earth that's basically like Earthbound, but then you collect different bystanders into your party, so in that way it's sort of not quite Pokemon, but in the same vein. I'm really excited about that, but yeah, we have been talking about Earthbound a little bit. I mean, there was that fan translation for Mother 3 that came out a couple years ago, and I mean, maybe there's some legal reasons they couldn't do it, but I mean, there's already a translation there, and I've played through the game, and it's a great translation. I mean, get on that, Nintendo. You have money. You have. I mean, I'm sure they'd be willing to even give it to Nintendo for free because that's how passionate Earthbound fans are, right?
Yeah. Well, they don't want to. They don't want to use other people's translations.
Also, Nintendo hates us, and they don't want us to be happy. So.
They don't like money.
No.
No, they do not. Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for calling, Esteban. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. So thank you to everybody that kind of called in. Speaking of like E3 and stuff, we'll have to finalize our plans and everything for next month. But what we've tended to do in the past is have like a live episode. Sometimes we'll do one like right before the conference, or I guess in this case the digital event, and give our like last minute predictions and thoughts, and then we'll do one afterwards to kind of recap and discuss everything that happened. So we'll try and see how that works into our schedules, everything. That's like a pretty busy week for me, so I will try my best to see what I can do, but hopefully we can figure something out because I think that's always so much fun to kind of see what's going on. And if we do a podcast and everything, you guys can also call in and give your thoughts on all of that as well. Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of wraps things up for the podcast. Although stay on, because if you stay on the video stream, we'll try and get some Mario Kart 8 footage for you. But in terms of the actual podcast recording that's on iTunes, I think we're going to kind of wrap things up. Thank you so much again to everybody that participated. This has been so much fun having everybody call in and get your thoughts and stuff. This has been awesome. So you've all made this 100th episode very special, and I appreciate all of your support and everybody that listened in. So we got many more to come, so should be fun.
You've made all 100 episodes special. That's incredible. I can't. I still do find it amazing we made it to 100. And who knows how long we'll go after this. Thanks everybody.
Right. Yeah. There's been times we've kind of had to like stop for a little while, but then we always kind of brought it back because we're like we want to keep this going. And at one point we couldn't do live shows, so we just did like recorded episodes, and that had its own little quirks because we always could record our parts and do some little stuff with it, but. I think the live shows are always very, very fun. So, yeah, I mean, now we're doing video streams, so yay, you can see our faces and stuff. So we'll continue to do those going forth and everything.
And I have to put on clothes for all of our podcasts.
Yes, you do, Alex.
I mean, you didn't hear that? No.
At least from the waist down. Or waist up. I mean...
Hopefully both, but...
Keep your clothes on.
No promises.
Right. Yeah. So to everybody listening in, you can also subscribe on iTunes, and you can listen to this later and all of our previous episodes as well. You'll be able to check out the video stream on youtube.com/NintendoFuse as well. Check out our other episodes. We did some special episodes with some developers. We did an interview with Tommy Tallarico of Video Games Live, which is always really cool. Just a bunch of other fun stuff as well. So thank you again to everybody. Check out our forums. So head to NintendoFuse.com, check out the forums. Post your friend codes. Mario Kart 8, I mean, that comes out at the end of the month. Post your Nintendo Network ID. We will definitely be racing online. We've raced online a lot in Mario Kart 7, and that has been such a blast. It gets very competitive. It's so much fun. So I am very
excited. We have to have each other's Nintendo ID in order to actually talk for the voice chat. So we can't just
That's right.
Going on just the regular tournaments. You actually have to be friends. So
That's true.
We want to set up some friendships on there.
Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter. If you're watching us, you can see our Twitter handles. And make sure to follow NintendoFuse on Twitter, YouTube, subscribe, and definitely check out our site if you haven't already, because it's awesome.
Yeah, we're on Google Plus and what all the other. We're everywhere basically. So yeah, check us out, and it has been a blast. So thank you again, everybody. And I'm about to end the audio recording, but stay tuned on the video stream for some Mario Kart 8 footage. So thank you all for watching, and see you guys later.
See ya.
Thank you. See ya.
Mario Kart 8.
Video game.
All right, the audio recording is done, but thank you to everybody for sticking around. We got
Yes,
some Mario
absolutely.
Kart 8 footage. So we have, I think the NDA is like 5 minutes of footage.
Yeah,
Is what
5
we can
minutes of
kinda
footage.
show.
So I think the easiest way to do this is actually to just show it on the gamepad itself, because I'm supposed to, like, even if I'm supposed to, like, because I can't live stream directly because I don't have the capability of doing that.
Right.
But I could probably just record off the gamepad itself, because if I'm doing that anyhow, I have to have the gamepad in the shot. So I figured, hey, just I can point the camera right at it and just shoot it directly off the gamepad screen. So I am a little bit away from the Wii U. Hopefully the actual connection doesn't die out in the middle of the footage. So we'll see. But yeah, what do you guys want to see? We'll probably get enough time for like maybe at least one race, maybe two. We could probably even do if I went into to time trial, maybe I could do just a one lap on a couple different things. So
Well,
what do you want to see?
did Marco say 5 minutes? Because I thought it said 5 minutes and then you had to cut it off, but cumulatively 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Maybe
cumulatively
that's-
20 minutes in total for the entire amount of footage that we put online, but per
Right.
video,
Yeah.
only
I
5
guess
minutes.
The only thing with that is we'd have to like end the stream and stuff, and then kind of restart it to do more. So that might be kind of I don't know how difficult that
Yeah,
would be to
it's
do that.
best to not.
But for everybody listening, I do want to, and watching, I do want to say, throw a comment on any of our Mario Kart posts or anything. If you want to see certain things, let me know, because I haven't really been doing a whole lot of any sort of footage, because there's so much out there already, and I want to make sure that I put footage on that you guys actually want to see. So if there's certain things that you haven't been able to see from other people yet, let me know, and we have 20 minutes to work with, at least until it launches, and then after it launches, we can go nuts. So yeah, let me know what you want to see today.
Yeah, it looks
and
like
overall.
looks like in the chat, Sadotaku said Rainbow Road 64.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to not watch that then. I can't spoil that. I want to see it for the first time fully with that music coming through my speakers. Can't wait.
Gotcha.
So you have to let me know when
So
you're
Rainbow
done.
Road 64.
Rainbow Road 64.
Do you want to see versus battle, or do you want to see just time trial? You want to see other people in there and me getting my butt whooped on live TV, or do you want to see me?
Yeah, let's
I
do
know
some
I'm gonna
versus
do horrible,
let's-
like when everybody's watching.
Of course,
Well, then,
exactly
I don't
why we
feel so
have
bad
to
about-
do it.
We already know
I'll let you
Steve's,
guys choose. What characters do you want to see?
Do you have that stupid Gold Peach character yet?
I was just gonna say that
I
too.
do have Pink Gold Peach. I have all the characters unlocked, so you can pick and choose whatever you want.
I
Yeah, you know
would be interested to see on the Koopalings, like Lumion or something.
Oh, Roy. It
Potatoes
has to be Roy.
versus-
Roy. Roy's is the heavy character. Want to do Roy?
I'm going to vote for Roy.
All right, Roy works.
All right, we'll go Roy. And want a bike, an ATV, or a cart?
Whoa, wait, there are ATVs now?
Let's do an ATV.
There
Yeah,
are
ATVs.
Whoa.
I have not actually used the ATVs that much, but there are ATVs.
I didn't pay attention to this game at all.
Clearly. Yeah, ATVs are weird.
It's true. So I'm gonna do all this off screen so that you actually don't take up our time. So do you want to see an ATV, or do you want to see cart or bike?
ATV.
Oh, yeah.
ATV. All right. So we got three options.
Should I get
for
like a
ATV
timer
here.
going?
Maybe we
Yeah.
have a standard ATV, or there's a wiggler one, and then there's a teddy bear.
Teddy bear.
The teddy bear, of
Roy
course.
with his manly
Teddy
shades
bear.
and manly teddy bear ATV.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the wheels on my own, just because I want to get something that I can actually do
Really?
well in. Yeah. So I want to
I know Steve is just on the Rainbow Road. He's
Yeah.
Even Rainbow Road has its thing.
And then what kind of glider would you like to see? You want to see something crazy, or do you want to see a traditional one?
I want to see the craziest one you can think of. That is on
Alright,
there.
well, I got a there's a flying squirrel called a water wing.
Yes.
That's pretty fun. Alright, so we're gonna go no teams, items, all items, 50, 100, or 150cc.
Oh.
Not that you're gonna be able to tell much difference.
150.
Let's do
150.
150. Yeah.
Of course.
Also,
And
in
I'm gonna keep it at the difficulty to normal on the computer because I don't want to look
man.
like a horrible person like playing live online, trying to like play in a camera and all that stuff. I'm gonna be bad already, so I think a little bit of myself.
In the talk show chat, we have Satataku. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. Asking about how the motion controls are. So have you had a chance?
See, now
to...
you have to play with motion control, Steve. You gotta
Oh,
hold on to the camera. And
That's gonna be ridiculous. Honestly, I have not played with motion controls other than like very when I first started playing, and it worked okay. My wife and some other people that I played multiplayer with are using motion controls, and it works pretty much exactly how you would think it would from Mario Kart Wii. You do get a little more precision because of the Motion Plus, which is pretty cool. But other than that, it operates about the same as you would expect from Mario Kart Wii.
Okay.
Oh, so it does require Motion Plus then.
I've not tried it without, but yeah.
I mean, I've upgraded all my
Most
remotes,
games
but I
do,
know
so I kind of figured.
Right.
I've already gone through to update all my remotes. I just didn't know if they started actually making that the standard now. So I'm glad that they are, because obviously those remotes need to sell. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to get more in position to actually do this.
I got
and,
the timer. I got 5 minutes, and I'll pause it like when we stop,
right.
so it'll count down, and we'll know.
This might be interesting. So let me know if this is I'm in a good position here.
This is gonna be fun.
Is this? Oh yeah, this is gonna be a blast. You probably
I'll be right back,
the
so
rest
I
of
don't
your-
spoil any of this. So I'll be right back in a minute.
Oh, is it? So let me know if it's a good distance, or if you
Yeah,
can see well
well-
on there and everything. So
Also, if we
hopefully
have
this
time, we
doesn't
should-
go dead in the middle. Oh,
If we have time, we should try out that pitiful-looking battle mode. It just makes me so sad. Is it? Well, I mean, I had a
man,
chance
this
to
is gonna be
briefly glance over the review, but I guess I'll wait until this is up and running here.
yeah. So let me scoot a little closer to the actual Wii U, and hopefully it doesn't die out on me.
Will this count as our footage time?
I hope not. All right, so here we go. Rainbow Road N64. You probably want to
Started the timer.
mute the rest of your stuff or whatever. I probably need to like click on myself so I make sure that I'm staying on me. Oh man.
I see a lot
Just
of
cutting out.
glare from the.
Do you see a lot of glare? Let me.
Is there any way you can shut that off, or would that
Probably
just?
can.
Okay.
Man, this is. Actually, if you guys want to kind of to talk amongst yourselves, I'm gonna go get closer to the Wii U and actually set up something that should be a lot better for this. So bear with me. I will be right back. The next time you see me, I should have a lot better signal for this.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha. Well, we have 7 seconds on the clock, so
Well,
hopefully you guys enjoy the 7-second look at the menu.
as long as we're waiting here, has anyone else had a chance to play through Kirby Triple Deluxe? Because I just finished it. I got that review copy, and I just finished running through it actually, like probably right before the podcast started.
Yeah, I mean, I've played some of it. I have the game. I played some of it, and it is fun. It's definitely very neat. I love having the I forget what it's called, like the super ability, and he goes crazy and everything. Like that's always entertaining. And yeah, it's really interesting.
Okay. I mean, I was listening to Nintendo Voice Chat, and I read IGN's review of it, and they gave it a 6, and I I read it, and I think they gave some really, really valid points. I don't think it's as offensively easy as they thought it was. I mean, when I played through the game, I was trying to get all of those sunstones or whatever, like all the little hidden things. So I didn't go to the next level until I had all those, and some of those are a little bit tricky. I mean, the game's never like really, really hard, but there are some challenging parts, and I didn't think it was like 4-year-olds would be bored by it like they made it sound. And I definitely think all the power-ups are really fun to use. Let's see. Yeah, there are a whole bunch of them in this one, just so darn many.
Yeah.
And I guess you can really see like the Smash Bros. Like kind of design it, because like it was made by Sakurai, and he does Smash Bros. And like Kirby has all these different abilities. Like you have like a down attack, an aerial attack, all kinds of different things. And sometimes they feel a little bit pointless, because really you don't need any abilities to get through most of the game. You can just like suck them up and spit them out, just like the first one. So there are only a couple sections where they're actually useful. So I feel like they're a little bit unnecessary, but at the same time they're still super fun to use. And I think that's what makes the game really fun and charming, is being able to use them even if you don't need them. It's fun to toy around with.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's one of those games that's like, I think it's a relatively easy game because it's a Kirby game. That's how they are. But if you really try and like go for the completeness and everything, then it can become challenging if you try and get it all.
Oh,
Hey,
I see some Mario Kart here.
Alex, I got a
Are
question
you
for
ready?
you.
Cool.
Oh. Wait, are we doing Rainbow Road again, or are we doing something?
You're good.
Rainbow
Good
Road.
so far.
Yeah, if you guys can, yeah, you guys see pretty well.
Oh.
Is that you see pretty well? Yeah. Yes.
It's a little bit fuzzy on
Can you
my
hear
end,
me?
but that might be the internet too.
All right. It might be. I'm not sure. So we'll do the best we can. But we'll make sure we definitely put up a lot more footage as we go. So here we go into Rainbow Road. Let me know if the footage or the
Somebody, I
goes
can
off.
see Alex. So I guess everybody has to have their stuff like muted or something.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
Yep. Make sure you mute all your mics. So yep. So no one goes on this one. Alright, so little tip to boost, go as soon as you see the 2. It was interesting playing around the computer monitor. Oh man, that's fun.
It's so bright, I don't think we can really even see.
You can't really see?
Yeah. Not right.
I don't know if you can move it closer to the camera. The gamepad.
Is that better? Is that any better?
I just see the NF logo. I don't see like the NFP logo. I don't see you. Sometimes it cuts out.
That's weird. I don't know. So
Do you guys see
see
the?
it now?
Do you guys see him, or do you see his logo?
Hmm. Oh, okay. I see why. Can. Yeah. Is it better now? Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least the menu part.
Okay. We'll resume and
Yeah, it does look
catch me up in 5th place. Is that better? Or does it still look pretty bad?
It looks kind of bad.
Slightly better, but
Slightly better?
Like,
Alright.
honestly,
I
you could
apologize,
show that, and Nintendo wouldn't even know that you were, like, showing off
They probably
Mario
have
Kart
no
footage.
idea that this is actually.
You could say, this is really Mario
Mario
Kart
Kart,
64, I don't know
so-
what you're talking about, and they'd probably
Yeah,
believe you.
so this is what you get, people, if you're kind of tuning in for our first video thing. You know, we're learning as we go, and my TV is actually being occupied right now, or actually living room is, so I can't really go in there and play it on the TV like I would like to and actually show you the full quality of this. So I apologize. Hopefully this isn't too bad. Yeah, it is a very full. The Nintendo 64 version of Rainbow Road is actually significantly better, I think, than the brand new one. So there is Rainbow Road. So it's one lap through Rainbow Road this time around. So it's a little different than the original because it used to be. Man, that is really bad. No wonder you guys couldn't see a thing. So. Yeah. So I'll see if I can show you the highlight reel.
It kind of blows my mind if they would have so many more games. But, yeah.
Wait, do we have to? Because I remember they said if we stream it, it has to be direct feed, or you have to be in the camera.
Yeah. There's my thumbs.
I mean, honestly, I don't think they're gonna care to the game.
Yeah.
But
So it's bad, but you know what? We'll try some more at some other times and actually do a lot better job getting actual better footage and everything like that. You know, we'll actually have maybe a actual camera on the actual TV, and you can see the full quality and all that stuff. We'll maybe try to set up some special live streams of that so that you guys can let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll make it happen a lot better than that.
Cool.
yeah, post a comment, everybody, and let us know, and we'll check those out and see what you guys want. But I know, Steve, I don't believe you have Mario Kart 8. You're playing like, the original Mario Kart or something. Like, you're trying to fool us, aren't you?
I was playing it on the GameCube though, or on the gamepad. I mean, oh man, yeah, I was just
Virtual
playing
console game, perhaps.
Yeah.
Your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, that's my quality of life system. Actually.
We got to review one of those too.
It's the I don't know. I give up.
It's the Virtual Boy. Hello, Virtual Boy.
So yeah, I guess so. Everybody, post your comments. Let us know, for what else you want to see Mario Kart 8, and post your Nintendo Network ID on our forums. Head to NintendoFuse.com. Go to the forums. Post your Nintendo Network IDs there, and add us, and then we can play with you in Mario Kart 8 online and voice chat and all that fun stuff. So should be fun.
What we should do on the forums, I'm not sure if we already have it, is an E3 predictions thread, just to see how many of our ridiculous ideas are actually going to get in. Like, are we going to get a Star Tropics? Are we going to get Earthbound? You'll know because I'll start crying as soon as they announce Earthbound. It's going to be beautiful. Ugh.
I think we need to set up a graphic that has like Alex, and the more things that we fill up that come into prediction, his head gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And if enough things come to fruition, or Star Trek his head just explodes like instantly.
Oh man! I thought you were gonna go with measuring it based on like an amount of glasses, how many cups I fill up with my tears of joy. But I like that kind of thing too.
No, but like the mind blown kind of thing. Like,
yeah. Oh, that would be great.
It's too bad there's no conference, or we'd be looking for you in the audience, seeing who the person is freaking out.
There's the one hyperventilating that the paramedics are carrying off.
And you just be like holding a flag, NintendoFuse, just waving it as you're carried off in the stretcher,
Yeah. Excitement level, coma.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey guys,
one of
I
my friends decided to pay the. I think I told you guys about this in an email thread. One of my friends paid the $900 to come, like, for camera and things like that. We managed to get him in, and he's gonna have to carry me away on a stretcher. That's gonna be really exciting. So yeah, we might have him. Yeah, we'll have him helping out with video and things like that. So we might see him in some other stuff. I'm gonna try and get some of our YouTube stuff going up before E3, just so people know that it's still alive, because it's been a while since I did anything in there. Mostly because final exams were making me freak out.
Right.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, but now, see, since you have a camera person, they can record you freaking out at E3, right? So,
Exactly.
there we go.
Steve, Richard in YouTube wants to know what your favorite track is so far in Mario Kart 8.
Pardon me?
Oh, for Steve. Is Steve here?
Oh, what happened to Steve? He disappeared on us.
Steve disappeared.
Steve left us. How dare he?
Richard, if Steve comes back, I will.
He's like, I hit the 100 episode mark. I'm done. This is enough. See you
Hey
guys.
guys,
I'm out.
everybody needs to fire up their 3DS. We got a special need.
I apologize. I actually
Wait.
Wait,
we
is
get
that
went
Reggie?
ahead and I have a TV behind me now, so
Oh.
Wait, Reggie's. Oh my God, you're
so
right.
we
Blue
can
light.
actually see it.
We can
Could
actually
I-
do some Mario Kart.
But the timer? How's the timer gonna work now? Since
I don't think that other footage really counted because
Still something.
it would be that bad.
alright, so then let's.
That's my guess.
Oh,
Okay.
the Phil's
So,
a mess from the E3 show.
So right now it's just the TV, so should probably switch it over to something instead of getting in trouble for rebroadcasting live TV.
Hey, Steve. You were gone,
Yeah.
but Richard Romero in YouTube or on YouTube wants to know what your favorite track so far is in Mario Kart 8.
What is my favorite track? I would say my favorite track. Oh man, I think so far it's probably. Oh man.
I'm starting the timer. Since this one's there,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, it's probably Mount Wario. You guys see over here Mount Wario. That's probably my favorite, I think, so far. It's so fun. Like, so does that help? Can you guys see pretty well, or is that still pretty bright?
Still really bright.
That's so weird that, like, maybe I can turn the
Hey,
brightness down on my TV or something. I don't know. That's
found a solution.
So I'm gonna step back in front of this so I'm not broadcasting anymore, and you don't have to. I don't really know how to turn the brightness down on my TV. This really is just like raw footage. Here we go. I don't really know what's going on. I do this. I apologize for wasting people's time. All that stuff.
Damn you, Steve.
In the
Don't make it
meantime,
fall.
if you guys want to see, check out NintendoFuse.com. I've posted a review or like an unboxing of the special Princess Peach Wii Remote Plus. So if anybody wanted to see that, and I have the Mario and the Luigi ones as well. So
Are you getting the
see
Yoshi
like
one?
a comparison. I will probably be getting it. I'm gonna wait and see, if they're gonna release that in America first. I'll wait a little bit, and if not,
Nice.
then there's no indication of it coming soon. Then I'll import it. But yeah, I have way too many Wii remotes than I need. But you know what? I don't care.
All right. Is that any better, or is that still horrible?
It's a
Right.
little better,
Better.
but still.
Man, it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, it's better than
You
it
know
was
what?
before.
Keep talking amongst yourself. I'll figure something out.
And for those of you in the chat, since I briefly mentioned trying to get back into our YouTube channel stuff, if there's any kind of content you guys would want to see, just feel free to let me know. I'm trying to decide what we're gonna do with it. I tried a couple different things before, and nothing really panned out except for those Mario Party videos. But I'm thinking maybe we could do some like weekly just recap, like news recap videos, things like that, just like a vlog or something like that.
That would be good.
And, yeah, playthroughs, video reviews. I mean, I don't have a very good way to capture video, but I can make do with what I have. I don't think. I mean, with the Mario Party views, nobody really complained about the quality. I think they kind of understood that recording off of my phone onto a 3DS isn't the best way to do it, but it gets the job done.
Right. Yeah, I've done some like recording with my phone or camera on 3DS or something, and it's serviceable, or with a gamepad or something. It works.
All right. What about that? Can you see better now?
Much better.
Is that a little better? Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to
There we go.
completely reset my settings on my TV once I get done with this. But now you can actually see it. So we'll set me here, and I guess like you see me playing or something. Good. Is that yeah? That good? Yeah, I think that's good. So you can see me with the gamepad. I think now we're all like obeying all the rules and everything. So.
Yes.
Same footage, or you want to see a different track now?
Well, you said Mount Wario's cool. I wouldn't mind.
Mount Wario is cool. Let's try Mount Wario then.
Yeah.
All right. So can you hear sound pretty good? We'll crank up the sound a little bit more.
All right.
You guys can hear. All right. So we'll play some Mount Wario.
Right before you start, the me that we get is the build the mech mech one from the E3 video.
I'm sorry, I didn't get to the.
On the 3DS, we got a special me. It's that one from that E3 video, that promo that builds Hijime Mecha design or whatever.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
Wow.
Alex,
Jumping out of a helicopter.
Everybody's got to mute their mics.
Wow, this is not the best cart for this race. We just found out. So don't use an ATV with Roy with sponge wheels on Mario or Wario thing. Yeah, don't drive the teddy bear with sponge wheels and Roy if you're going to go on Mount Wario. So that's a new thing, as you guys can see, is that all triple items will surround your cart, and so sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's not so good thing. So. A little bit. So as you're seeing right now, we're turning sideways. Yeah, it tilts, but it doesn't go completely upside down or sideways. It just kind of, you do get that feeling that you are, you're kind of going anti-gravity, but it's not like, nothing is completely reversed as it normally would be. Coming into the home stretch here. So should be done with it pretty soon. I'm in first. Wow, how'd that happen? Yeah. Is that total, or is this a new start? Timing. Okay, good. So we're still all good then. So, what gives people a good idea of what it is? Oh, there's a spiny shell, and it's gonna hit me, of course, right before the end. And someone's probably gonna pass me. Nope, we're good. Oh, seriously, and the lightning. But I'm way ahead, so we're good. So that is Wario Mountain. So we'll do the highlight reel. This kind of gives you an idea of what the instant one is. You can see the highlights that it gives you right off the bat. But if you hit A, you can kind of go into Edit Highlight Reel, and you can change the featured driver. You can change the focus for everything, or the action and the items. You can change the duration to 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, so the full. But when you do the full, you can't post that to YouTube. And all sound effects only or music only. So if you wanted to look at a different person and you only wanted to look at the big hits for 30 seconds, you do that, and it restarts with showing that one instead. So it's like all this is kind of saved in there in the cache. So, yep, that is it.
Featured characters 1 through 4. Does that mean, like, in the first slot it'll have the most focus throughout the video, and 2, 3, 4 it, like, switches between them less, or how does that work?
Yeah, how it mostly works on by default, it will be the 4 players. So if you have, if you're playing multiplayer with 4 other players, or with 3 other players, your number 1 focus will be the default of the player 1, and then 2, 3, 4 as it goes. But if you you're by yourself, it will only default to only focus on you, and the other 3 slots won't be filled. But you can add them if you do go into the edit mode. So yeah, it defaults to the player 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So hopefully that was better for you guys to actually see than the gamepad footage, and I apologize to our viewers that had to suffer through. I don't even know what you saw because I was so focused on the gamepad, so I apologize if it was horrible, but hopefully that was better. So
That was definitely better than it was before.
Yeah, that was much better.
That was cool.
Cool. Now, how many? I guess 15 days till the actual game's release.
Yeah,
So
15
2
days.
weeks, 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you get it actually at
It's
midnight,
already-
so yeah, less than 15 days.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so
there's
good.
that. So yeah, so thank you to everybody that is still there in the video chat and everything, or if you're watching this later on, because this will be saved on YouTube. Check us out, NintendoFuse.com. We'll continue to do these podcasts. We do them roughly about once a month, so the next one should be pretty much for E3, so we'll do that. So stay tuned to NintendoFuse.com for all the latest, and thank you so much for watching. It's our 100th episode. Yes, it was great, and on to many more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you everybody, and
Thank you guys.
see you guys later.
See ya.
Peace.
Yeah.
Later, guys.